By Grugny's beard, could we finally have a teaser for the final installment of the Total War Warhammer series? This short but intriguing teaser dropped during the middle of the night my time, and as luck would have it, I spent the entire morning away from the PC and didn't see the teaser until a few hours ago. Oh well, I've seen it now, but I'm not quite sure what to make of it, even though I do have a theory. We know that CA like to mess with the minds of the community and watch the speculation as they laugh at the wide assortment of theories thrown about. But then, we all love speculation, regardless of how off the mark it might be. Hell, I'm sure that's half the fun. So let's take a look at the teaser and see what we can draw from it.
Heed the heavens, the grand Theogenes demands. Azyr stirs. Yes, as wind is wanton to do, magic or otherwise. I am tired and drunk on rage. My eyes seek to make a fool of me. And a fool I am made. Grung's baldric, revered by soldiers, dwarves, and dimwits aplenty.
So, we are in the middle of the capital of the Empire, Altdorf, home of the University of Altdorf, the Imperial School of Engineers, and perhaps most importantly, at least in relation to the teaser, the Colleges of Magic. Indeed, the Grand Astrolabe, where the celestial wizards perform the astrometeorological studies, watching the stars and other celestial bodies, which they then interpret in order to predict future events. Our wizard buddy here seems quite annoyed, indeed almost livid, that the Grand Theologist is giving him orders. His attitude indicates that he has been watching the stars for some time, and is tired and frustrated. I think he believes that Volkmar is making him search for something that is not there, which seems to be indicated by his muttering about the winds of magic often stirring. The line about the eyes seeking to make a fool of me seems to indicate that something is different this night though, and he is so tired that he doesn't trust what he's seeing. Something is most certainly happening in the heavens, as the stars seem to be shifting positions. His attitude seems to take a complete 180 as he spies something. At first, it appears to be the twin-tailed comet, but from the way it just fades out and reveals the star, I don't think it is. It could be a reflection of the light on the lens of the telescope, but regardless, it leads his eye to the star at the top of the constellation of Grugny's Baldric, which fully reveals itself to us as the wizard recognizes the constellation. At this point, he seems to be a bit perplexed, like the constellation should not be in the night sky in the position he found it. He mutters to himself about the constellation.
Grung's baldric, revered by soldiers, dwarves, and dimwits aplenty.
Clearly means something to him, but what? From the lore, we know that this is the sign of the martial pursuits, and it ascends during late spring to early summer. Could this be a hint at a summer release of something? We then cut to outside and drift up towards the heavens, almost as if we should be on the lookout for other signs of what's to come. In the heavens we see what could be a few constellations, though I have no idea what any might be, whether real world or from the Warhammer lore. So, what do we learn for certain from this teaser? Well, not much really. We know that something of importance is being foreshadowed, something that the celestial wizards of the Empire are very surprised by. We can speculate that the constellation points towards some dwarf-related content, whether DLC for Warhammer II, or cryptically confirming that the Chaos Dwarves are part of the races released in Warhammer III. Perhaps the reference to the wizard being full of rage could be a hint at that, as the Chaos Dwarves are certainly a hateful bunch. So, in conclusion, this could be a tease for one of three things, I think. 1. The upcoming Warhammer 2 DLC will include a dwarf faction. Probably unlikely, as much as I would love that to be the case. It's the Beastmen's turn to get the spotlight, I feel, and they would surely be up against a Game 2 race. 2. This is teasing the upcoming release of the mobile game, Total War Warhammer Battles. I'm not sure how far along in development that is, but it's certainly a possibility, as the Empire and the Dwarves will feature in that. Thirdly, it's a tease for Warhammer 3, likely the first of a series of similar teasers that don't give any real information away, but instead feed speculation and build up the hype. I think this is the case, and the reference to Full of Rage and the constellation of Grugni are hints at the Chaos Dwarves being in the game at release. I believe the future teasers will give clues as to the other races in the game, and then we will get a full-blown game trailer where it all comes together. A great strategy to build up the hype to immense proportions before release. Well, enough of my ramblings. What are your thoughts? What do you think this all means? I'd just like to finish up with a shout out to Hot Apple Pie for their continued patronage, and if you enjoyed my ramblings, please like and subscribe. My video on Monday is going to be something a little bit different than normal. Hopefully it's something you'll enjoy. Until then, I'm Grey Tiger, and I'll catch you next time.